Hello and welcome back to your 30-day challenge of yoga on day 16. And we're going to come into a move called half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana. We're going to come into this from our warrior three. So just like we went over yesterday, we're going to start in a high lunge. Ball of the back foot is pressing into the mat and the heel is lifting all the way up. The tailbone is tucking, the left leg is back and the right leg is forward. There's a bend in that right knee. And just make sure, maybe if you're coming into this for the first time, and just make sure, if you're coming into this for the first time, you may want a little bit of assistance in this pose. I've got a brick. You can use perhaps a cushion or anything that's just going to lift the floor up to you a little bit more. We'll come to that in a moment. So in a high lunge, bring your hands to your heart, roll the shoulders, connect palm to palm, feel this energy all the way through the body. Start to bring your weight forward over onto the right leg. Weight comes into the right foot. Lift the left leg, just like we did in our warrior three, pressing the left foot away. Now from here, start to bring your left hand to your left hip. Keep the right hand on your heart. Start to dial your heart a little further down. Energy is through that left leg and lifted through the heart. Take a breath here, inhale. As you exhale, right hand, either it can come straight down to your mat or can come to your brick or whatever you've got to place underneath your right shoulder. The right hand plants into your brick and your hips start to stack and open towards the left. Left hand stays on the left hip to just draw it open. Energy is through the left leg, the wobbles start to come in, and the left arm either stays on your left hip or starts to reach up towards the ceiling. Half moon pose. Energy is through the left hand, shooting all the way up, and the left foot. Take a breath here, inhale. As you exhale, gaze comes all the way back down, left hand comes to the left hip. Dial it back down, both hip bones facing the mat. And then step all the way back. We'll come back into a high lunge. Inhale, send the fingertips all the way up and overhead. Exhale, bring them down to the heart center, roll the shoulders. Reconnect it. Just finding a little bit more energy. And then step the left foot all the way in to meet the right. Tadasana, roll the shoulders. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the inner thighs. Stepping into your high lunge on the other leg. So right leg steps back. It's always a pain that we've got two sides of the body. Roll the shoulders, heel is pointing up, tailbone is tucking, inner thighs are squeezing, everything is switching on. Start to bring your heart forward, weight is over the left leg. From here, bring your weight into the left foot and really shoot the right leg back. Warrior three, pressing that right foot away. Left hand is going to stay where it is. Actually, right hand is coming into the right hip. Start to dial your heart down a little more. Now the right hand either finds the mat or finds your brick or whatever prop you need and comes underneath your right shoulder. Press out of the right hand and start to dial the hips open towards the right. So hips stacking one on top of the other. There's energy through the right foot. The right hand is just using to open the right hip a little more. Option to keep the hand there, or maybe send the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Heart is reaching, everything is wobbling. Take another breath, inhale. And as you exhale, bring the gaze all the way back down. Right hand comes back to the hip. Slowly, gracefully, softly step that right foot back, high lunge. Inhale, take it all the way up. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Step the right foot in, back to Tadasana, roll the shoulders. Come back to the breath. Embracing all of the wobbles in your half moon pose. And just rebalancing the body, coming back to center. And there's an option to move through that one more time if you're feeling fiery today. Or just stay, enjoy, embrace. Bring the hands all the way back down, roll the shoulders. Come back to your strong Tadasana. And that is your half moon pose, energetic legs, inner thighs are squeezing, a little variation on the warrior three. See you tomorrow.